Hello, hello.
Oh,
Alright, so they sent out the lineup for Vegas, it looks like.
okay.
Yep. Looks like T-Wing, the last race winner, starting on pole. And then Jay is starting second. With Big D starting starting third in the 4 car. Then fourth is the 17. Fifth is the 88. Sixth is the 12 car. Seventh is the 2. 8 is the 22. The 3. And then the 9. The 13 and the 20 are in the following row. The 41 and the 21 are in the next row. And then last place is the 31 car.
Alright. Let me get the driver list here.
Yeah, it looks like Taddy's had a bad qualifying run again. He started in the back last race as well. Hey, so it looks like we're waiting on one driver to get in. You got the driver lineup up?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a list of the drivers, not the lineup.
Okay. So did you see the first race?
No, I did not.
Yeah. It was pretty interesting for a while. At the end there was a couple cautions, but for the most part, it was green.
Well, I'm sure these guys are looking to go green flag runs. That's what most drivers look to go do.
Yeah, it seems like T-Wing's pretty strong. He won the last race and he's starting on pole this race, so
And with the last race being Atlanta, Las Vegas isn't similar, but they're both mile and a half. And usually, year after year, whoever's strong on the first few mile and a half usually can dominate them the rest of the year. So that'll be interesting to see.
yeah. It looks like they're having a little bit of trouble getting into the race.
it's just one driver. He's hasn't made driver introductions yet, so lights are out.
Yeah, hopefully this will be another really good race.
Where Division 2 games to check out.
Really?
I know I have that one downloaded on that PlayStation, but I don't know where the Division 1 thing is.
Why not? Why did you say not to turn it off? You said you have it downloaded on here?
Yeah, on that one. Right on your desk.
Wait, is it on? Oh, you have it on your account already? I'm about to go eat. I'm about to come back. But if you could download Division 1, God, just to see what you say it's already on.
Hey, so who you have as your favorites for the race?
Yeah, I can put it in this one.
Well, my favorites,
You want to play it?
if I had to guess anybody, I
Philly was like, yeah,
Maybe I do.
I don't know. Well, it's on my account, so maybe it has to be on your account.
week in, week out. So that's my driver to watch, driver in the number 17.
That's not on there. I go through.
Yeah, honestly, I think I might have to go with Mr. T-Wing, because he was really strong last race, and he's qualified good here. He started a little bit further back at Atlanta, but he was able to stay up front for basically the entire race.
And that'll be the one key thing about this whole race. Once you get up front, it's going to depend on how much you can stay there and how well you can defend. Because you got drivers out here that you can use the draft to their advantage most of the time.
Yeah, and I like this track is a little bit better in this game than Atlanta, because at least here you can run high or low and get a good run out.
Yeah. As in Atlanta, you basically run the bottom. It's a bottom track. So we'll get going here.
Yeah, it looks like they're starting to get lined up.
So 14 of T-Wing will be on the pole. Outside of him, teammate Jay Hyper.
Yep, third's gonna be Big D, and then fourth is gonna be Fluffy, your driver you picked to watch.
I feel like those front four, looks like those four are the ones that are going to be the ones to watch. As we will get to a line, once they hit it, they will hit the gas and go green.
I'm also gonna keep an eye on that 88, because last race he was able to save a lot of fuel. Well, it looks like they're going three wide already.
T-Wing did not get a good start there. Fluffy gave the 10 of Jay Hyper a
22 cars around in the back. They went three wide towards the back, and he lost a lot of time. Ooh, 21's in the wall. 8 car spins as well.
There's a caution.
Yeah, we just had we had a second wreck right after the first one.
I believe the 10 has the lead. Then it was the 17 of Fluffy, and then the 4 of Big D. These guys will be in the top 3. Now, first caution, I would expect most of these drivers to come in for pit stop for adjustments. What do you think?
I'm not 100% sure on that 'cause they didn't really get a lot of time to suss out what's up with their car. But if they do know their setup well, they might come down pit road and make some changes.
And that's the thing, when they practice these tracks, they don't keep the cars. They start with base cars when they get onto the track, so when they go, it's like they're racing stock and they have to adjust themselves. Here we go.
Yeah, let's see if anybody tries making it 3 right off the start again.
I'll be watching from Brad.
It looks like the T-Wing and the 10 car got a better restart this time. Ooh, someone's in the dirt back there.
In the back, the 41 and the 8 get some contact. The 8 slammed the inside wall.
No caution though. Ooh, one car goes way low. That was the 2 car.
And as you can see, the 10, the 17, and the 14 all working there. I think the 17's under him, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, the 10 gets a good run.
The person in third is making a move on the 4. The 14 made a move on the 4 car. Oh, he's making a move on
the
this.
14 under Fluffy.
Yeah, it looks like the 14 has a strong car trying to work his way around these guys.
I think the bad thing is that high line. It's not good on entry, but coming off the corner, they get such a huge run.
Yeah, Fluffy got a good run, or T-Wing got a good run on Fluffy coming out of 4.
Yeah. These front 5 are doing well drafting. As you can see, going into turn 1, the variety of different lines that everyone is running. As here comes Fluffy for the lead.
Yep, and Big D tried following T-Wing, but he lost a lot of ground as he hit the wall. He fell from 4th all the way back to where it looks like a 9th.
And Fluffy trying to take that lead from the number 10, Jay, but Jay holding on strong on that outside. Jay's teammate, T-Wing, coming around the outside.
Yeah, it looks like T-Wing and Jay are going to try the high line 1 and 2. Fluffy trying to block T-Wing. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Looks like T-Wing's under him. He's going to have the preferred line going into the corner.
Yeah, but it looks like Fluffy probably have the run coming off, though. Yeah, T-Wing wasn't quite able to slide up, so that gives Fluffy the run. They stay even.
Get a view from the 12 car who was behind this
Ooh, 88
action.
just slammed the wall.
And the 22 is also in the wall. He's flipping on the apron.
41 spins as well. That might cause a yellow.
I think, oh, and the 41 collected somebody.
Yeah, 41 collected the 8 towards the back of the field. Doesn't look like it's gonna. Oh, 4 car spins. Big D spins. He's around.
The 41 is back under control. So is the 8.
And so is the 4 as well. The 4 car also spun in 3 and 4.
Looks like the 12 car was trying to make a move on T-Wing. The 12 car of FL. He couldn't get it done on the low line, and so it's becoming a. It's seeming like that high line, it's not the preferred going through the corner, but coming off, there's such a huge run coming off of it that it's hard for someone to get a position without getting in front of them before they get off the corner.
Yeah, it seems like the high line isn't very good in 3 and 4, though. It feels like it's better in 1 and 2.
Yeah. As I think Fluffy is trying to go for the lead on number 10, Jay Hyper, but Jay is holding off pretty well. As these front 4, I believe, are pulling away.
Yeah, even going side by side, they're still going faster than the person in 5th.
Going through the field, it looks like everyone is spreading out a little bit now. In 5th place, it's the 3 car of AK. He's just watching these 4 in front of him, I believe, hoping that they somehow make a mistake around each other.
Ooh, 10-17 almost made contact going side by side.
It looks like, compared to the top 4, this 3 car is lifting through the corners. Those top 4, they're barely lifting at all in either corner. They are holding the gas as much as they can, and I think that's what's keeping them having so much momentum through these corners.
And I think what that is going to do, it's going to allow the 3 car to do some fuel mileage and stay out longer.
I think right now, if these four in front, they just go as long as they can. The other guys, they need to find something else that might get them to the front, because right now,
Yeah,
looks like only these four
you can
cars are
definitely
advanced.
tell that the 3 car is saving some fuel though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long the stage is, but I'm sure he might. Fluffy trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. Fluffy into the 10 car. Fluffy's bouncing off the 10 car over and over. And the
Ooh.
14 of T-Wing under him now, and they get some
Oh,
contact.
they got it. Yep, there's a lot of contact up towards the front.
T-Wing saved it. T-Wing got a little squirrely off of that.
Yeah. Ooh, 12 car
And
hits the wall and hits
hits
the 14. Wow, this is some real big contact going on right now.
And while those two are battling, the 17 and the 10 are pulling away.
What's weird though is out of all of that just went on, the 3 car didn't gain any time at all.
No, and that tells you how fast and hard these guys are pushing right now. As Fluffy trying to pull a slide job on him.
Ooh, T-Wing goes
going,
3 wide, or no, Jay made it 3 wide with T-Wing.
T-Wing's going for the lead now.
Wow. Freaking, they basically split the middle of that 17 car. Ooh, 17 and 14.
Fluffy gave T-Wing a bump, and Fluffy's trying to go for the lead again. And I
Ooh,
think
he hit the 12 car.
The 12 car gets put in. I think
wonder,
the 12 car
ooh.
was just waiting for these guys to mess up, as these guys are racing really hard. Fluffy's gonna lead this lap. Now the interesting thing is, who does T-Wing decide to go with? Because most likely goes good their car. Fluffy's gonna get ahead. He's not gonna have the spot come on the corner. As you can see, the
T-Wing is going with the 10 car right there.
And that helps the 10 car get to the front, and it's gonna drag T-Wing around the 17.
Well, it won't for the moment. They'll be side by side, but I think in 3 and 1 and 2, T-Wing will get him. Oh, he tried the slide job, but it didn't work because he was just gonna go underneath him.
There goes T-Wing, and here comes the 12 FL under Fluffy.
Yeah, I think
Fluffy's gonna lose.
I think Fluffy scraped the wall coming at it too.
But here he comes back for third. He's gonna try to get past FL. FL barely scrapes the wall, about hits the 17 of Fluffy. And Fluffy and FL hit the wall going into turn 1. Doesn't seem like it affected them.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say it affected him too much. Sometimes you can get away with hitting the wall on the entry of a corner. Ooh, T-Wing trying to make a move on the 10. Looks like he's gonna clear him.
It looks like Jay just went wide going into the corner, and for that helped Fluffy get right on his back bumper. Watch Fluffy try to make a move, or maybe help him and get back to the lead.
Oh, somebody's going slow in front of him.
Car. This is the 41, I believe, of who is it? Terry 5X. He's doing well, staying out of the way. The 10 of Jay, though, he hit the wall. He loses his spot down to 4th, and oh, the 41 Terry just slid up right in front of the 4th place car of Jay.
Yeah, ooh, the 17 and 17. Oh no, yeah, Jay pitting.
So I will watch this 10.
Ooh, they're going 3 wide. 12 and the 17 make contact. Oh, the 12 comes down into the 17. The 12 car spins as he tried to take out the 17 after they made contact. The 12 car did not like what the 17 did and decided to try to return the favor and spins himself out, so he loses a lot of time.
4 tire stop here for the 10 of Jay.
Yeah, the 3 car decided to pit.
I think he was pitting with Jay there. The 12 is down pit road.
Yeah, the 12 spun out after he tried taking out the 17 and then decided to come in pit road.
And now that leaves Fluffy and the 14, and here comes the 14 and the 17 of our picks, T-Wing and Fluffy, they're going to come together.
Yep, and then the 9 car is gonna follow him, and a few other cars are gonna follow him as well. The 4 car comes in as well. There goes Jay.
And Jay, I think, is getting his lap now, so we'll have to see when he cycles out where he comes out. He just passed the 12 car, so he is in front of the 12, so the 12 must have been a little bit conservative coming onto pit road.
No, what happened was the 12 car tried taking out the 17 after they made contact, and then he spun himself out, and then he decided to come in that same lap, but he lost a lot of time.
And there you go. Sometimes intentionally wrecking doesn't get you anywhere, as here comes Jay.
Jay wow.
Fluffy and T-Wing.
He came in a lap earlier than T-Wing, and it looks like it's gonna help him take the lead.
He came in 2 laps earlier, and I don't know how much of a factor tires are gonna be, but don't forget the lap before Jay pitted, he hit the wall and he lost so much time. And in 2 pit stops in his pit stop cycle, he's back in the lead, and he has a comfortable lead over his teammate T-Wing.
Yeah, I feel like him. I think he hit the wall and he's like, all right, my tires are done, and he decided to come in because he felt like his tires were gone.
You see that blue? Yeah. There's good loot there. Everyone lands there.
So Jay decided to go with a little bit of a strategy call and come in 2 laps before everybody else.
And you also have to know these guys are racing hard. Some of the guys that were in the draft, they might have been saving some fuel behind them. Jay had nothing in front of him to maybe give him some lift, some speed. So Jay might have had to pit earlier because of fuel, just because he was burning more than the others.
True. But I think he decided to take advantage of the fact that he thought his tires were gone, and yep, it looks like there is. Either that or into the stage, I think. If there is stages.
I think there is. No, there shouldn't be. It's just cautions, isn't it?
It should be. But I don't know what the caution was for though. I can't really tell as everybody was so spread out.
We'll see if we can listen into some team radios to try to get insight on what this caution is about. But that's gonna bunch the field up again. That'll put Jay in first, T-Wing second, Fluffy third. And that'll put FL driver close enough to be able to get to these guys. And we're getting confirmation that Roofer got into the wall. We have some strategy playing out. It looks like T-Wing did not pit. And then behind him was the 12, the 9, and the 4.
So wow, surprising that some of those guys didn't pit.
Well, that might be a way to get some track position.
Oh, 12 and the 88, 21 and the 88 make a little bit of contact. Nobody wrecked though, so we're all good.
They're all bunched up again. The 10 looking to get back to the front. Him and Fluffy are side by side looking to get past this double file of the 9 of RKM. And the 4 of
3 car
BT.
hits the wall. We got a wreck behind us. The 88, the 8, the 41, the 20, the 3, and the 8 all are involved in that wreck.
That'll make a caution. And we'll have to see it. It becomes a trend. Sometimes there's a good green flag run, and when there's a caution, sometimes it just keeps going.
Yep, cautions breed cautions right there.
So now that'll bunch up the field, and it will give someone like the 10 of Jay Hyper and the 17 of Fluffy to get back up to the front. And those two were stuck behind the 4 and the 9. So we'll have to see if those two can get out of the way. And we are getting word that AK Racing, the 3 car, says he got loose, caused that wreck. He's taking blame over the radio.
Yeah, and overcorrecting after you get loose is a common theme that can happen in this game. Oh,
Sorry, it looks like the
22.
T-Wing.
Wow.
22 takes out most of the field there. That's gonna have to bring out a caution.
That has to be on yellow. Looks like it does. That was
And
a
that'll
big
keep the
wreck right
14.
there. Wow.
It looks like the 22 just hit the apron there.
Yep.
Just let it spin, and that's the thing. In real life, most cars don't. If they hit the apron, they're usually not that loose. But in this game, that apron is a killer. You cannot get your tires under that apron without being able to save it.
It's really difficult to save it when you hit the apron.
It's very difficult.
I'm interested to see what the front's gonna look like after this caution.
It will be interesting, I feel. Switch back to the leader.
It looks like T-Wing, Big D, FL, and Fluffy are your top 4. I think Jay pitted again because he's toward the back.
Fluffy makes a huge move to get to the bottom. It looks like the 9 car missed some shifts there. That'll get Fluffy on the 3rd and the bottom line. That'll shove the 4.
Oh, the 8 car and the 41 hit the wall. Will that bring out a caution?
So far, it's good.
Yep,
And
so far 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead. Fluffy, oh, they hit the wall. Wow.
And that's gonna bring out a caution. The 14 at T-Wing gets taken out, a huge wreck.
Some cars coming down pit road. That was a big wreck. It looked like the 17 came up slightly into the 12, which sent him into the 10 car, or 14 car, excuse me.
It looks like the 9 and the 2 car decided to go to pit road to avoid this wreck. Good thinking on their part to try to get out of the mayhem.
Yeah, it was definitely a huge wreck right there. That took out a lot of really good cars. The 9 and the 2 took advantage of it and looked like they're taking tires or either getting assessed a penalty.
And all that wreck was 3 people going for the lead. And in this game, whenever you're in the middle, once you get close to another car, it'll just start pinballing you back and forth. And unless you can control it, it won't stop. And it looks like Fluffy in the 88 will be in the lead positions now. Fluffy looks like he didn't pit.
Fluffy and then the 88 of, I forget what his name is, I think it's Steamed.
The 88 is it's Stranded.
Stranded, there we go.
And Stranded's getting taken 3 wide.
3 wide,
He
ooh.
bounces off a lot of drivers. This 22
wow.
car is everywhere. And the
22 and the 3 spin. It was a 2 car wreck, so that will be a caution.
The 8 was around, the 22 was around, the 3 is involved.
Wow, that was a big wreck.
One caution has started to snowball a bunch of other cautions. We'll have to see if these guys can be able to get it under control.
Yep.
But if it's my view, it looks like this 22 just does not have the control under his car today.
It doesn't seem like it. It looked like the 17, the 2, and the 9 were gone right there after that restart too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's a lot of drivers that can get good starts, and that's usually how they can get to the front. And those are usually the guys that can stay up there. And these restarts are so crucial, but a lot of people, when they get impatient, this is the result in turn 1. There's just a pile of them.
It looks like Jay is back up towards the front again. He's restarting in 4th.
And it looks like this 9 car, he's not bad at it. I think he might have a shot. He just hasn't been able to be up front.
Oh, we're wrecking already. Oh my goodness. We already got 3-4 cars wrecking. We're going 3 wide into turn 1. Another yellow.
9 of RKM. It looks like if the 9 of RKM, if we can get green and he can get a good run with maybe T-Wing, Fluffy, and a few of those other guys in the beginning that were just having a 4-car freight train.
Yeah, it looked like
sure
the
this 9 car, he could be able to be a threat in the later stages of this race.
Yeah, it looked like the 22 was involved in another wreck with the 41 and the 8 and the 20.
That's the thing. We'll have to see what the high offices will do about this 22. as it's getting pretty clear that he's becoming a problem, I feel, being on the track and wrecking. And just think, though, I think after this race they go to, I believe, Auto Club.
No, they go
Phoenix,
to Phoenix.
or ISM Raceway, newly named ISM Raceway.
Right.
And that will be interesting as the start-finish line, the dog leg. That's just an interesting restart area for any race, as it looks like Fluffy, the 2 and the 14. The 14 his apron got loose.
Yeah, he was able to save it pretty well. Nobody hit the wall, so everybody
Now
saved
they're
it.
3 wide going in. Let's see if anybody backs out. The 4 will back out.
The Big D wisely backed out. We got lots of cars getting tight into 3.
And
8 car spins.
The 8 car slammed off the 22. That was his own personal error, I fear. The 22 back there alone, as up front it's only the 17 of Fluffy, the 2 of RJ Smitty, and the 9 of RKM. As
Ooh,
RKM
88 hit the
takes it
wall.
wide.
Wow, we got 3 cars. We got 3 cars going a little low. The 88, the 21.
And there's someone wrecking across the field.
Yeah, it was the 88 and the 21, and I think one other car was involved in that as well.
I don't think that will bring out a caution, as 3 of the 4 cars from earlier, Fluffy, T-Wing, and Jay, they're up in the bottom line in the top 6.
Yeah, it looks like we have a 6-car battle right now for the lead.
And it looks like RKM, the 2 of RJ Smitty, and the 4 of Big D are all trying to put their name in the pot of potential winners. And it looks like RKM and this 2 of RJ Smitty, it looks like they're kind of working together. As RKM
Oh, the 9 car hit the wall.
That'll definitely take him out of this front pack.
Yeah, I think, but it will help. It will allow the 12 car to get it some way to work with to bring himself up there, though.
Well, that's if the 12 car can be able to get behind him and stay there.
It looks like he's able to get behind him. I don't know if he's going to stay behind him or not.
And that'll depend on if the 12 car ends up being faster. If the 12 car's faster, he doesn't want to stick behind him or he'll wreck himself. And there's a caution.
Wow.
Trying to find the 41 is around.
The 41, the 88, and the 21, it looks like, are around.
Looks like the 21 might be alright. I think it might be the 88, the 8, and the 41, possibly.
Yeah, sorry, their
that
sponsors. Their sponsors are weird. It was the A car. They have similarly colored cars.
Just as an update, I believe the 13 of Canfield has retired from the race, so he will be out for the remainder. As the 14 of T-Wing up at the front again. As in the back, it looks like they're trying to make some moves back there.
Ooh, 17 of Fluffy being a little impatient.
As the 22 about came down in the 41, here comes Fluffy up the middle, it looks like. Now he's going to follow the 41. I think Fluffy's just trying to get back to the front. As it seems like after a few cautions, it seems like people that are up front have to pit for something. And it hurts their track position because they have to get around so many other cars. And the 41 might have gotten to the 10 there. 41 is in the wall, and
he came back into the 88.
And there's definitely going to be a caution here. The 20 car, the 41. The 8 car rams into the 88 while he's sideways. I think the 22 is involved as well, a 5 car pileup.
Yeah, and that one was actually not the 22's fault for once in this race. It looked like it was complete. I think it was the 10 or the 41 and the 10 make contact, hits the 41 into the wall, and then he comes back down into another car, and then that created a whole caution.
In which I think that's just the tandem Jay and Fluffy trying to get to the field. It's kind of hard when you're in the back And those two, definitely two of the better cars out here today.
Definitely. It does kind of suck when people have to come in and then you fall to the back because of it. It looks like you got a lot of good cars up towards the front now, though.
Up back in the back of those 5 that wrecked, they're all together. As I'll be watching from the 21
of Taddy.
21 of Taddy.
9 car goes a little wide.
There goes a 9 car.
Oh, the 10 car and makes contact. We got a big wreck. The 10 car. Wow, that was a huge chain of events right there. The 10 car may have just screwed himself out of a win, possibly.
I'm still trying to get word of how many laps are left in this race.
Last time I heard it was 12 to go.
See, where are you?
Last time I heard it was 12 to go with T-Wing in the lead.
So now 8 to go. Take 2 off of that, so about 6.
So we're coming down towards the end of this race.
And these cautions, they're making this race get down to the end. And that's the thing with these guys pitting. They might be trying to get to where everyone else might have to pit if we keep getting cautions. Or these other guys could just keep not pitting and just try to get... So... As the 17 of Fluffy behind the 12 of FL, they're trying to get to the front again.
Ooh, it looks like the 3 car is coming up a little bit in the 17.
And the 8, and they were about 4 wide there. The 8 decided to back out as the 17 gonna settle for 4th.
Going 4 wide towards the back. The 10 car hits the wall.
Looks like the 9 gets into him.
Wow, if there's no yellow for that, that's gonna lost the field.
The 12 and the 2 are together.
Caution.
There's a caution. And that will get it down to about 3 to go as they did get to the line.
So this should be an overtime then.
It won't be overtime, but it will be close to 3 or 2 laps to go. One more caution, we might as well be headed to overtime. And don't forget, overtime rules, they have to make 1 lap, and so far they have not been able to get around for 1 lap for most of this race. And that we had 1 caution to start, and then we had a good green flag run. And after that, it's just caution after caution.
Yep, cautions breed cautions.
We'll go to the lead with the 14.
Ooh, the 88 and the 17 got a bad restart right there.
The 4
and the 8 car.
I believe the 8.
But that should not bring out a caution though.
The 14 was on the apron.
Oh, the 14, big right. That's gonna be a yellow.
The 14 hit the apron.
They're still wrecking.
The 20 spun, and they're still going. I think that's a caution.
I know, but it is a caution. They finally call out the caution. Looks like FL and then Fluffy is going to be your first 2.
Might be waiting to throw cautions to keep people to let the field get through of the wreckers so they can try to get them to the back possibly. And that'll put in a great spot. He just needs some really good restarts as this will put them into overtime.
Yeah, Fluffy last time kind of got a little bit of a bad restart and kind of jumbled some people up. Destroyer said someone wrecked him before the start-finish line.
And that'll be something we'll have to get. And stick around after the race. I think we might get some interviews about this race. We'll have to see what people think. Fluffy will be starting second, T-Wing all the way in the back.
Yeah, T-Wing wrecked really bad on the start of that last one. The 2 car got a great restart.
And so did the 12. The 12 gets in front of Fluffy as they're wrecking again.
They're wrecking
the 41
again,
and the
wow.
22 together.
The 41, the 14.
Under them. The 17. I think there's a caution, but the 17 slammed it to the 12 before it, I believe.
I think it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close to see who they decide is gonna be the leader
It will be. I think the. I believe the 12 of.
FL had it.
But Fluffy, I think he gave FL the position knowing the third place car wasn't going to go. I think that's how Fluffy was able to get to his position.
Yep, they did give FL the lead at the start finish, coming up to green again.
I think the 10 car of Jay has lagged out or backed out of the race. As we will watch the race for the lead, this 21 of Taddy coming out of nowhere. He's on the bumper. He's looking low of the 12 of FL and the 17 of Fluffy.
Oh, they're
Taddy
going 3
might
wide
have
in
a
the
shot.
back. Taddy looks
As
like
long
he's
as they
trying.
don't
Oh, there
wreck.
looks
And
like they might be trying to
the
wreck.
The 4 about wrecked.
4 almost
This race is
wrecked.
about to be good.
Let's see if K-Taddy can try and make a move and make it and get up there and try to win this race.
I don't
Gloves
know, I
are
think
off right now.
Fluffy and FL are gonna have to make something
Oh,
happen.
9 car race.
So final
9 car
lap
race a
of
little
the
bit.
race, and the
Oh.
12 runs into him, and the 22 is flying. Will there
Let's
be a
see.
caution? Who will get the win?
I really hope they don't
I think
cause the yellow.
Fluffy's-
It doesn't look like they are. It looks like Fluffy's might get it.
Fluffy might get it. The 12 dove it in deep. You can
The
tell
12
he's
drove
trying to get the win.
deep. He really wanted to get that win, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to get it though. And Fluffy will be your race winner.
Fluffy does an early burnout after he crosses the line. Good race by Fluffy. I think most of that though was just how he landed in the lineup coming to the final cautions there, and just him starting in second. He was able. I think back to that move in turn 1 on the final lap. I think he gave the 12 of FL a good shot going in, and it enabled him to get under him and past him. And that was the race-winning move for Fluffy there.
Yeah, Fluffy made a really good move on that restart to get that lead away.
Let's see if we can't get Fluffy in here for a post-race interview.
We're actually not doing interviews after this race.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we might need to hear from the winner at least.
I was told from race control that they got one more race to do before we can do interviews.
Alright. 9:30 and
Yeah, it looks like they want to hold off on this race for a bit. It was a great race. Fluffy is your race winner.